I got a miracle pill. It unlocked 100% of my brain. The moment I swallowed it, the world turned crystal clear. Every detail flashed in my mind. My focus broke all limits. Thoughts raced like lightning. When the landlord came to demand rent, I caught the flaw in her words. A few sentences calmed her down. The law book in her bag told me she was preparing for a bar exam. In seconds, I mastered its knowledge. I pointed out gaps in her paper. She was amazed by my brilliance. She stopped asking for rent and gave me 3 months free. That's how my genius life began. For a month, I couldn't write a word. Now my fingers touched the keyboard and ideas burst out like a flood. I typed so fast, it left after images. A novel meant to take 5 years, I finished half in one night. But once the pill wore off, I turned useless again. Luckily, yesterday's draft was still there. I brought the novel to the publisher. The chief editor had lost faith in me and tried to reject it without a look. I insisted he read 3 pages. If he wasn't interested, I would give him $1 billion. He saw my confidence and agreed to read it later. Soon after I got home, he called begging for more chapters. But I didn't say yes, because without the pill, I couldn't write. I went to my ex-wife's brother to get more of the pill. As I pushed the door open, the room was in complete disarray and my ex-wife's brother was already dead. I called the police at once, but the scattered bottles caught my eye. The intruder was also after the pill. He left in a rush. I guessed the stash was still there. I searched every corner but found nothing. Even my fried chicken had gone cold. My mood sank. Then the chicken reminded me. I hadn't checked the microwave. Inside a hidden compartment was a phone book, $800, and a big bag of the pill. Enough for 2 months. But before I could celebrate, the police were at the door. I stuffed the pills in my waistband.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands!
No, I'm the one who called. I called you guys.
Still, I was taken to the station. Guilt twisted my words. 2 years without seeing him, and I showed up the day he died. Look suspicious. I didn't dare mention the pill. While I was upset, my ex-wife called to vouch for me, and I got out. I swallowed the pill again. The superhuman mind returned. A 1,000,000-word novel done in 1 day. Piano level 10 mastered overnight. Dating became effortless. With my brain power, I won hearts in minutes. Even cliff diving. Others trembled at the height. I calculated the safest jump in a glance. Life was perfect, but I knew the pills wouldn't last forever. One day, I'd be ordinary again. So I decided to make money first. $800. I flipped it 10 times in 2 days. Still too slow. I borrowed $100,000 from the mob at high interest. With a brain faster than any computer, every rise and fall was in my plan. By the first week, I made $30 million. I was on the Wall Street Journal. Top 500 companies sent offers. The boss of the biggest oil company in New York came to me personally. Even my ex, who once called me useless, came back to my side. My life had reached its peak.